of the country are doing well. I'm very concerned about what's going on right now, particularly in the 4 states that are accounting for about 50% of the new infections, but the other vulnerable states. So I'd have to say the numbers speak for themselves. I'm very concerned, and I'm not satisfied with what's going on because we're going in the wrong direction if you look at the curves of the new cases. So we've really got to do something about that, and we need to do it quickly. Short answer to your question is that clearly we are not in total control right now.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, our case numbers are getting worse, and our death rates are getting higher.
Thank you, Senator. I'm always direct with you, and I'll tell you in direct answer to your question that if you look at what's going on and just look at some of the film clips that you've seen of people congregating, often without masks, of being in crowds and jumping over and avoiding and not paying attention to the guidelines that we very carefully put out, we're going to continue to be in a lot of trouble, and there's going to be a lot of hurt if that does not stop. And that gets back,
if we don't get our act together, more and more communities around the country.
Very disturbing, I will guarantee you that, because when you have an outbreak in one part of the country, even though in other parts of the country they're doing well, they are vulnerable. I made that point very clearly last week at a press conference. We can't just focus on those areas that are having the surge. It puts the entire country at risk. We are now having 40,000+ new cases a day. I would not be surprised if we go up to 100,000 a day if this does not turn around, and so I am very concerned.
Can you make any kind of estimate on what we're looking at over 26,000 deaths?
Right. I can't make a estimation because that would have to be modeled out, because when models are done, and that's where those original numbers came from, Senator, as I've said very often, models are as good as the assumptions that you put into the model, and those assumptions often change depending upon what your response is. So I would really be hesitant to give a number that will come back and either be contradicted and overblown or underblown. But I think it's important to tell you and the American public that I'm very concerned because it could get very bad.